This video is brought to you by TS4U IT Engineering Bootcamp.
My next question is, how do you use the Ansible to deploy your configuration and VMs? And do you use Playbooks?
Thank you. What we actually do is you have our GitOps set up with Jenkins, as I mentioned earlier. So all of our Ansible codes go into a GitLab repo for Ansible deployments, and we have separate folders there. And for each folder, each folder represents the different environments and setups for each environment. We have and for each of those environments, we have very specific Ansible codes ready. And in terms of the coding, we of course use Ansible Playbook, and we also use Ansible modules a lot on those Ansible Playbooks. And then we have.
I have a quick question. What are the difference between the Ansible Playbook and Ansible module?
The Ansible Playbook is more so, the Ansible Playbook controls, I guess, the execution. And the Ansible module is kind of like a predefined, I guess, coding that enables a certain task that we are trying to specify it for.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So we use Ansible Playbooks, and we also use Ansible modules, and we use the modules a lot on the Playbooks and the Ansible then we have Ansible tasks, which kind of describe each step that we are trying to do, and what will be the next step, what we need to copy, what we need to pass, or what we need to create or install any kind of applications. We do all of that with the help of Ansible tasks and modules. And in order to install some managed or self-managed, let's say, maybe a database, managed or self-managed database, or if we need to install some kind of management software like Nginx or Apache installations, we can use Ansible for that. So we download all of the roles from Galaxy, and then we use them with a predefined coding, or we use the default configurations, and we can just directly install it all on our virtual machines and use pretty much use all of it for all of the configurations that are available for Ansible. So that is how we actually deploy, and the Ansible configurations are basically tied with our pipeline setup, so our Jenkins installation. Which I already mentioned, I believe, for our GitOps system.
Yep.
So in that way, Ansible, we use Ansible and the Playbook commands, and we actually just run respective Ansible jobs, and it does all the necessary work with whatever is available.
Okay, sounds perfect. I have another scenario-based question. Let's continue with that.